Hey everybody, welcome back to Generation X Nation. You guys seen the title, so we're going to go ahead and get started. But first, I want to thank everybody who has been listening to my videos, who decided to subscribe. I really appreciate this. I really enjoy doing this. And the series Love and Marriage Huntsville won't be the only reality show I'll be doing reviews on. But right now, I kind of been on that one because it's just been the hottest thing out there right now on the YouTube, in the YouTube streets. But I am going to do some other shows. I will be reviewing Married to Medicine tonight and Real Housewives of Potomac, and I do some of the Love and Hip Hop in Miami. If I see something interesting on the show, I'll review it. If it's the same old, I probably don't do a commentary on it at all. But let's go ahead and get started with this Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm not going to get too deep into it. I'm just going to cover maybe three different things that occurred that I noticed. Again, I only do my commentaries based on what I see on the screen, and then I reply back. I don't talk about every single person on the show. I try to get to the meat of what I saw and what the show was about. Some of the people on the show, again, I always say it's like the gift that keeps on giving. So, honestly, this is my opinion, people. Maybe they need to start doing some type of evaluations before they put these people on these shows and do a little bit better background checks or something. Because some of these people ain't got no business on TV. Absolutely no business on TV. Okay. With that being said, we're gonna start off with, and I'm just gonna take the Nell and Chris story first. It's a little out of order, but I thought it was important to just talk about it and get it out the way. First things up, rest in peace to Nell's mom. That was a very emotional scene, and watching her go through that at the cemetery with the family, and it was very nice and sweet. Kudos to the producers who did that scene. At least they gave us a little bit more emotional and family-oriented scenes versus all of this fighting and arguing back and forth constantly. So I do appreciate that scene. Then we get to Trisha sitting down with Nell at the house. First thing out of Nell's mouth is the Martell incident with Trisha going over to his house about the whole training, whatever the case may be. And Trish said, oh, we sat there and watched a movie and all he cared about was talking about missing his family and missing Mel. Once again, usual suspects. Mel Martell, name comes up in the conversation. Why didn't Trish just say, you know what, I already discussed that, Nell, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. It happened. It's over with. I had a conversation with Mel about it the other day, and that's just a closed topic for me. Why she didn't say that? No, just keep talking. Just keep bringing up Mel and Martell's name, because that's really what who's the center of this show, apparently. Even though they act like, oh, Mel thinks she's this and Martell that, and they can't stand them and back and forth, but they always seem to be the center of every freaking body's discussion on the show. Find something else to talk about, because I'm really over the whole Martell thing. Whether you slept with him or didn't sleep with him, at this point, who really cares? It's a done deal for me. Close it. Close that case. It's over. Next, I'm going to talk about Ken and his friend, when they were sitting in his friend's bar lounge, cigar lounge, or whatever that place was. He was telling Ken the truth. I don't think Ken want to hear it. And this is where I go back to saying they need to do some type of evaluations on these people. Something is wrong with Ken. Everybody see it. Everybody hear it but him. Again, let me do my disclaimer. My commentary is alleged, in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Now, Ken, I only comment on what I see on the TV screen. I don't know you personally. But based on what I've been seeing, everybody has given you hints, and if damn near came out and told you Trish is not ready to marry you, and she probably still somewhat in love with Marquez, or maybe just don't want to let go, you refuse to hear it. Who does that remind you of? Think about it, people. The invisible cast member who ain't on the show, she don't want to hear nothing nobody else got to say either. She don't want to hear nothing nobody else got to say about Martell. And Ken don't want to hear nothing nobody got to say about Trish. Is there something in the water in freaking Huntsville? Because you people are literally delusional down there. please, going forward, when y'all bring in cast members, please take them down there, get a psychological evaluation, do some background investigation, check to make sure they okay. Because it seems like something's missing down there in Huntsville. I don't know what it is. It ain't everybody, but it's a lot of them. So he goes in to say whenever he asks Trish questions, she gets defensive, she gets frustrated. Sometimes he feels like he doesn't matter. Trisha won't allow herself to be happy. When she sees herself happy, she shuts down. He's running out of patience with her, according to him. And he's saying that Trish, she can't get past her past. And all of this is true. And all of that tells me, go get some help. If you and Trisha got to go to couples therapy, then do that. If you and Trisha have to go to, if Trisha has to go to therapy by herself, allow her to do that. Okay? Because it's just not making any sense. And like the guy says, it seems like to me that you have put up with a lot of Trisha's shit. That's what it seems like. And yet you still keep waiting and waiting for her. And like he said, you're doing more for her than she's done for you, according to him. I don't know that. But according to the show, you even said it out of your own mouth. You bought her kid a car. You go to all the recitals. Y'all got a house together. You pay all her bills. You're doing a lot for Trisha. That came out of your mouth. And she don't even know if you're the man she wants to marry. Again, get some help, Ken. You really, and according to your friend, this ain't the first time you've allowed women to walk over you like this. You are a big doormat. For a man your size who talk all that crap, you sit here and let these women walk over you. Now, this is you. This is what's coming out of your mouth and your friend's mouth. I don't know you personally, so I'm only going off of what I see on the TV screen and what you say. And like the guy said, when is enough enough? When is enough enough? You've been with her 3 or 4 years. Y'all moved into a home together. You support her children. You bought her children a car. You had all the extracurricular activities. You pay all the bills. You defend her. All of that. And she ain't even signed the divorce papers yet. Ken, you got to be something. You got to be some special kind of stupid. I ain't saying you don't need to date her, but you probably should be in your own place until she figure out what she wants to do. And get through some therapy. Because when she was talking to Nell, again, I seen the emotion in her when she was talking about her mom and her dad and her sister leaving, her sister passing away in her arms. That had to have hurt her. And then for her husband, her support system just walk away and go find himself like she wasn't going through enough crap on her own. Trish is damaged goods, Ken. And maybe you got a habit of going after women who are damaged, thinking you could be the superhero and pick them up and Captain Save or whatever. Because that's what it seemed like to me. You got this kind of Captain Save-a-hole type syndrome where you see a broke woman, let me go fix her so I can feel proud. And maybe it's something in you that you like doing that. You know, gives you some kind of self-satisfaction. Because it doesn't make any sense for you to keep being in a relationship that we all can see is one-sided. You're the only one that's not seeing that. That lady looked you in your face and told you she ain't ready to get married. I'm over it. You know how many women out here chasing a ring? It's crazy. The last thing I'm going to talk about, like I said, I ain't going to make this long. But, this one we're going to dissect just a little bit. I don't want to hold y'all too long. Okay, so first things first. Now, out in the YouTube streets, they said that Trisha and Destiny already know each other. Apparently, there was a post on somebody's Instagram page from 2-3 years ago wishing somebody happy birthday, mentioning about friend, between Destiny and Trisha. So let's start doing the usual suspects. People who love to keep mess up on this show. The usual suspects. That would be your Destiny. And this is the female section. Destiny, Kimmy, love to keep mess going. So, Destiny and Trisha were friends. Trisha and Stormy were friends. Destiny and Stormy don't like Mel. Follow. Trish comes on to the show, and according to her and Ken played football with Courtney, who was Stormy's husband. That's how they knew each other. allegedly. Okay, so that they wanted us to believe that Stormy and Trisha never had a conversation about Martell and Mel. That's what we want to believe. We just want to believe they just walked in there. They're friends of Stormy and Courtney. Stormy and Courtney are exiting. I guess they the replacement couple, and that's how they got on the show. Then Destiny walks into the play like she don't know who Trisha is, just meeting her. Oh, she was at Martell house. Interesting. But yet you knew her 2 years ago. So you had to know that happened. You had to know she knew Martell. Then to come full circle, Martell walks into Stormy's house with Trisha sitting there and act as though he didn't know her. And then when he left, Stormy says that was odd. Oh, I know his brother Marquez, so I know him through there, but da da da. But Stormy, you had to have known about the Martell Trisha incident, and that's because Destiny knew, and Stormy and Destiny are friends. So all of y'all was setting this girl up the whole time to come on that show to get after Mel. Because guess what? The audience, the viewers, and the millimeters were getting the Destiny behind and Stormy behind for messing with Melody. So they decided, let us pull off a little bit and bring somebody else in to do it and get the heat off of us. And the whole time, y'all were behind this shit the whole time. See, when I look at the show, I look at it differently. I know people say, well, this person did this. No. So then y'all say, oh, y'all making the show all about Mel need to lead the show. I'm tired of her and Martell storyline. Mel ain't the one bringing up Martell storyline. That's them heifers. The usual suspects. So follow me through. Trisha knew Destiny. Destiny knew Stormy. Trisha, Destiny, and Stormy were all in cahoots together to getting her on that show to go after Mel, because we all know the common denominator is they don't like Mel. Knowing that she had an incident with Martell, so let's bring that up just to piss Mel off even more. That's what the plots look like to me, the usual suspects. So going forward, when Martell came in here and act like he didn't know her, then when they go down to the girls' trip, Stormy says, well, Trish, that's not what you told me. You told a different lie. And then Trish like, well, yeah, I didn't say that, but I said this and that and the third. Stormy, this was a plot the whole time. They all was acting. And Destiny just sitting there looking like she was oblivious to everything, knowing she knew Trish years ago. This is the crap that they're bringing you on this freaking show, and they want you to think it's reality TV, when all it is a bunch of people who just want to be on TV and think they celebrities and want to be celebrities. That's it. You got a girl over here crashing out in Huntsville because she wants to be a celebrity so bad and get on this freaking show. What do y'all have going on in Huntsville besides this Love and Marriage DC? What else is going on there? Apparently not much, because y'all are doing whatever it takes to get on the show, be relevant, and stay on the show. And I get it. Everybody wants to be on TV. I get it. But this is crazy. This is crazy. Do the math, people. Do the math. Think about how I just outlined that. So now we're in the present. We already been through the Melody, the Martell thing, the training thing, Melody questioning Trisha. Trisha told her what happened. She's sorry. She should have came out with the truth in the beginning. Melody said, okay, going forward, we cool. Now, what happened between then, that meeting, and then this bachelorette, whatever party they call themselves, throwing for a nail? Because Melody comes in the door, everybody moods change. Then she sits down immediately. Kimmy, the freaking bone carrier, comes over, and the first thing out of her mouth is Mel. Now follow me. Ken talking to his friend, he was talking about Martell. The whole Martell and Trish lie. Nell and Trisha in her house talking about Melody and Martell. Now we get to the bachelorette party. First thing out of Kimmy's mouth is the Melody and Martell situation and talking to Trish. And you can see all their faces light up because they waiting for it. They waiting because Trish is the one, she's going to be the one to take Mel down. If nobody else can do it, Stormy couldn't do it, Stormy mama couldn't do it, Trish can do it. Because Trish walking around all the muscles looking like a man. Oh, Melody's supposed to be intimidated. Melody's covered by the blood of Jesus, people. No, but seriously, that's what happened. And then when Melanie stood her ground, they all sitting there shocked. They wanted somebody to throw a drink or pick something up or throw. That's what they wanted. Mel ain't going to give them that. She's 10 steps ahead of their BS. She's 10. You seen Destiny's eyes when they were going back and forth, her face. She was wanting something. Letitia was sitting down there waiting for them to throw down. Y'all ain't going to ever get that out of Mel. She 10 steps ahead of you dingbats. Kimmy, well, Mel, well, she said da-da-da-da-da, and well, Trisha, well, can y'all make this? You got a lot of damn questions, Kimmy, but Mel asked you about your little husband, DWI. You about lost your damn mind. Having private conversations with her about it, don't want to speak on it again. Then you have Maurice cornering her, trying to tell her not to talk about it again. But you right up in her face talking about her personal situation with Trisha and quote Martell and the whole trainer shit. Y'all done wrote that out the whole damn season. We tired of it. We don't want to hear it no more. It's over. Whether it happened or not, what difference is it going to make today? Shouldn't y'all be more concerned about Martell telling people that your sister-in-law was in the backseat of a Buick? Shouldn't you be more concerned about Martell telling people he got videotapes of Marceau doing stuff? Shouldn't you be more concerned about that? No, y'all back to Mel or Martell. But then in the same breath, y'all out there hating on Mel, saying she thinks she the show. She needs to lead the show. Why she always bringing Martell? She ain't the one. I don't know what show y'all freaking watching, but Mel ain't the one bringing that shit up. Go back and look. Kimmy is nothing but a messy, shady chick. That's what she is. And then she said, well, you ain't got to be all rah-rah about it. What is the real issue? Kimmy, why the fuck do you care? You wouldn't tell Mel the real issue with your husband, DWI, but you want to know the real issue with a person she fucking barely knows. And I don't blame Mel. You get one chance with her. She kicks it right in. Like, you know what? I sat at that table. We had a closed discussion. And what Trisha should have did when they brought that shit up, she shouldn't have let them drag her down that rabbit hole with them and play along. She should say, you know what? Me and Mel already had a conversation about this. And this is a closed discussion. We don't need to talk about it anymore. That's what you should have said. And that's what you should have said going forward. But you want to play on their side and go down that freaking rabbit hole. And then when the fans start coming at your ass and chewing you out and dragging you on the internet, then y'all be all mad. Oh, Melanie's dragging me, whatever. Well, this is why they do. You give them the freaking energy to drag you. You should have cut it and dead that conversation right freaking there. I do not know what's wrong with your generation. You got to know when to shut your damn mouth. Which I said in my previous videos about the other girl. Shut up. Everything ain't got to be said. I'd have looked Kimmy dead in her face and said, oh, okay, well, that's where we going, Kimmy. Well, tell me, when Maurice had his DWI that night, where exactly was he coming from at 12 in the morning? Why was he booked at 12 in the morning? I'd have answered her question with a goddamn question. If I was Melanie, I would have answered her back with a question. But what Trisha should have said is, hey, you know what? Me and Mel already squashed this, so I choose not to discuss it. And you should have dared it right there, Trisha. But you want to jump on the Letitia and the Kimmy and the Destiny bandwagon, call yourself dragging Mel. See, they got you as the conductor of this train. They sitting back, they gonna let you take all the heat, even though they know they starting this shit. Now, if you notice, Letitia and Destiny ain't say shit. They sat on that couch, kept their mouths shut. I think Tisha said one word, well, let's just call it a day, whatever. And Dusty may have said something about energy or whatever. But once you mess with Mel's energy, it's a wrap for you. She's over it. She is over it. You don't have a storyline on the show. Go over there and focus on getting your divorce, getting some therapy for the trauma you have suffered in your life, and deciding whether or not you want to be with that guy and stop using him. If you don't want to be with him, stop using him. Because you're wasting his time. He's been with you about 2-3 years. You should know whether you want to marry him or not. So you're full of crap too. He's a placeholder. Just like that other chick. You're a placeholder until I decide if something better comes along. Because deep down inside, you do love Marquez still. And there ain't nothing wrong with y'all high school sweethearts. You act like you were so freaking offended by that. But everybody else has said it to you. You're not offended by anybody else who, just like Mel said, everybody's sitting down there and says something about your marriage, but you offended by her. And here's the problem before I finish this. When Mel brought her friend, Shanita Foster, to that trip, and y'all tried to triple team her, and she had a friend standing up for her and help defending her, y'all had a freaking problem with it. But she walks in that room and she got 4 or 5 people sitting there jumping on her at one time thinking it's cute. See, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all got all those people sitting there, Kimmy, Trisha, and then, Destiny don't like her. Y'all sitting there keying, trying to triple team Mel, thinking it's cute. But Mel brought one friend to defend her, and y'all had a freaking problem with it. But it's okay when all y'all jump on her at the same time. And you wonder why the millimeters act the way they do and behave the way they do. Do y'all even bother to, I say it a million times, look at yourself? Do you look at how you behave? Do you actually watch the show and see how it comes off to the audience? Because you can't be looking at the same show I'm looking at. You guys need it. The way y'all come, I'm over it. Today, I can go on and on about Kimmy and her shady behind. But I'll tell you this, Mel. If you're listening, not listening, I know I got a small channel. Every time Kimmy would ask me, if she would have sat there in front of me and said, well, Trisha, you and Mel have an issue. Y'all can resolve it. I would have said, hold up, Kimmy. I don't need you butting in my business. I thought we decided to stay out of each other's business. It's like you didn't want me in your business with your husband's DWI. You may want to stay out of the business between me and Trisha. We had a conversation we had dinner the other day and we squashed it. So that's the end of that. I'm not talking about it anymore. That's what you should have said, Mel. No disrespect, but I know it's a show. You guys got to do what you got to do. But that's what you should have said. And going forward, shut them down. Stop answering their questions. They invite you to shit just to tick you off, just to get a storyline. Stop going, because eventually they'll eat each other up. If you stop showing up, they'll eat each other up. I thought you was going to get up and walked out. That's what I would have did. I would say, when that being said, the energies change. You're giving me this and that. I don't have time to argue with you. I got children to take care of and businesses to run. I'll see y'all later. I'd have got up and walked out because that would have hurt everybody. That would have stabbed all of them. They would have felt, you talking about a knife that would have turned, especially Destiny working out of a freaking warehouse. But soon as Sonny come in at the end, all of a sudden, there go the energy change. Destiny, well, I'm telling people to do better and I'm probably going to have to take my own advice. Shut up. Like I say, it's a problem when I do it, but it's not a problem when you do it. The same thing you doing to them, going to get done back to you. Can't find happiness making other people miserable. You guys got to do better, all y'all. The usual suspects. When I say usual suspects, it's the usual people keeping the chaos up on the female side. The usual. And Kimmy is becoming the female agent of chaos, just like Martell is the male agent of chaos. Kimmy, you getting in the same lane as Martell at this point. Don't want nobody saying nothing about you or to you, but you got everything to say about everybody else. You need to check yourself, Kimmy. And I know I went on a rant, and before I finish, I want to thank every single person again who has subscribed to my channel, who has listened to my channel, who has left a comment. You guys do not know how much this means to me. I definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. And with that being said, please like and subscribe, share to anybody else that you feel would, enjoy my channel and my commentaries. They will keep coming. I'm going to try to do one on Married to Medicine. Tomorrow, I'm going to have to watch it tonight. I'll probably do it tomorrow when it comes on and see how Dr. Heavenly over there acting. But with that being said, thank God TikTok is back working because a lot of people seemed like they was about to lose their mind because TikTok was down. I hope you guys stay warm, stay safe, and have a great rest of your day. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment if you would like. I really appreciate it. And with that being said, Generation X Nation is out. Peace till the next time. Bye.